The basic premise is that shifting your focus, and this is the real key, shifting your focus from getting to giving. And when we say giving in this context, we simply mean constantly and consistently providing value to others. We look at five laws. The first one's the law of value. This one says your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Now, this sounds a little counterproductive at first. How do you give more in value than you take in payment and survive? Never mind thrive in business. You've got to make a profit, right? And that's fine. We just need to understand the difference between price and value. Price is a dollar figure. It's a dollar amount. It's finite. It is what it is. Value, on the other hand, is the relative worth or desirability of something to the end user or beholder. In other words, what is it about this thing, this product, service, concept, opportunity, idea, that brings with it so much worth that someone will willingly, again, free market, willingly exchange their money for this and feel great that they did while you make a healthy profit. In the book, we talk about Ernesto, the restaurateur, who provides a great dining experience. You go in that restaurant, not only is the food fantastic, but you feel like $1,000,000. They treat you so well, and the atmosphere, and you come out of it, you feel you got more in value than what you paid. But of course, his costs for the food and the staff overhead is less than what he's charging. So everybody makes a profit. The key, because the buyer also makes a profit because they came away ahead. This is why, but the key is the focus. You can't be focused on the money. You must be focused on bringing value because that's what turns into money.
You know what, I read this, and I know you're libertarian. Are you a big Ayn Rand fan?
I am a big fan of her works without necessarily agreeing with her communication style.
I have a feeling you and I are the same way.
But she certainly
she's great, but where she goes wrong for me is she just doesn't understand the connection to the heart. It's all very internal. It's all me, 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 so it becomes very selfish. You're saying the same thing that she is saying about she's unashamed of being capitalist, but because she's saying there's value here. I am creating something that no one else can create. I'm creating it. They want it. So it's a fair exchange.
It's what her heroes did in her book.
Correct.
Absolutely.
But you've I don't know if I don't want to use cloaked it because that's not the right word, but you've wrapped around this service. And to me, that is the big difference between this and Ayn Rand. And it's very subtle, I think. If you take the bone structure down, it is your intent. Her intent is, I want to be me. This intent is, I want to be me, but I want to serve the people with what I have. I'm going to go find the people that need what I have, and we're going to exchange, and it's going to be great. So it's less of, that's who I am, and I'm Howard Rourke, and I'm going to design this building.
And if you don't like it,
screw you. This is great, isn't it? And so it's an exchange.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And so that's really what value, the law of value is all about. It's focusing on bringing value. This is why we say that money is an echo of value. It's the thunder to value's lightning, which simply means the value, the focus on the value must come first, the value you're providing. The money is simply a very direct and natural result of the value you've provided. That's the foundational principle. The second law is the law of compensation. This one's much simpler. This simply says your income is determined by how many people you serve, as well as how well you serve them. So where law number one says give more in value than you take in payment, law number two tells us the more people whose lives you add this kind of exceptional value to, the more money with which you'll be rewarded.
Here's why I love this, because you can explain to everybody who says, well, you know, it's not right that, you know, so-and-so's making all that money. Really? Look at your average football player. How many people is he affecting? You might be doing something that is more important, but you're not affecting that many people. You know what I mean? Right. That value of that game on Sunday, millions are watching. And so they are attaching just a little bit of value, just a few pennies. All of those people, where you might be doing something really important that, yes, it is worth more than a stupid football game, but it's not, because you're not affecting millions of people. And so that whole class warfare of, well, what you do, you're making all this money, that all just disappears with this.